How can any individual decide whether another person's life is worth living? Said by an unknown author. In 4th grade is when I learned the story of my mother's past and my uncertain life. After avoiding the question for a while, my mother finally told me, "I will explain." My mother was trampled and disrespected throughout her entire relationship. He was her dream guy, tall, handsome, and a lawyer. She was young, naive, and just arrived to America. At first it seemed to be working out quite well. However, his family showed more respect to their dog than to her. After a while, he started bringing his girlfriends home. After my mother found out she was pregnant is where the true trouble started. He never wanted me from the beginning and threatened her constantly that he would kick her out. And if she ever let me live, he would come after us both. Walking down the scorching pavement with her feet sore with pain, walking the extensive way home, she found a note. "I left for California. You have 2 days to pack and leave." Note in hand, she walked to her room and started assembling her belongings that were already thrown and smashed next to the front door. She felt her stomach, something stirring. A foot? Hand? Head? Why, she thought. Why now? Why keep it? It's not like it would know. He may not make me leave. He might just take me back and let me stay, if I just get rid of it. My mother was what you would call weak. Someone who dreams of abusers coming home as kind-hearted gentlemen. Someone who would settle at 7th best just because it is not the worst. And someone that would never offer a second thought at her pleading and distressed family. But with my first heartbeats running through my developing body, giving me life, my mother changed. It was as if all the negative decisions she made were going to give her a wake-up call. She must have battled with herself for days or even months about whether or not to keep me. She paced back and forth across the living room, just like she did for hours when she found out she was pregnant. I never to this day am sure of what caused her remarkable change to stand up, walk away, and bring a new responsibility into this world. But she left with a few miniature bags she had and walked down the road and never glanced back. I was born healthy and smiling on September 12, 1995, and welcomed by the warmest and most tender arms a mother could have. Times were rough for her even a couple years later. She was learning how to be independent, respect herself, and change a diaper. My mother tells me that I am her strength, that because of my first heartbeats she was given my strength, which saved her from ruin. But I believe it was the knowledge that someone actually needed her, that someone's life actually depended on her one decision. Throughout her entire life, no one depended on her as much as her child. Whatever was going through her mind, I cannot tell, only that she got her strength because of my existence. A moment a child is born, the mother is also born. She never existed before. The woman existed, but never the mother. Never. A mother is something absolutely new, said by author Ragnish. I believe that strength can come as rapid as a heartbeat from something as modest and tiny as a fetus. I believe that one moment in someone's entire existence can cause such a dramatic change in strength that they accomplish what they once thought wasn't possible. I can say I believe and know this because this is why I am alive.